All right, we are back here for the back 11 of round number 1.
Hey, we're here at River's Edge Golf Course for our first ever Edge tournament. It is October. It is Central Oregon. It is nasty weather.
But it's still beautiful.
Yeah, it was just an incredible course. We hope to use this over and over as often as we can. Thanks to these sponsors, this tournament was a huge success. And thanks to Mark Diaz for filming.
Yeah. Thank you so much for Mark coming out and working in all these conditions, making it just look amazing.
We've got Ty and Jason with Chris and Scott, who, man, Scott is shredding this course.
Oh, man, I expected it some other courses, but this one and this one, not so much.
So he's 8 down through 10 holes, and that included a missed 18-footer. So he's just putting discs underneath the basket. It is so impressive. And if you haven't paid attention, this wind has just been unbelievably treacherous.
Thanks to that guy with the leaf blower.
We've got like 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. It's a steady 20 miles an hour. It's just brutal, and the scores are off the charts. But Scott in the positive direction, or I should say negative direction.
Yeah.
He's 8 down through 10. He's leading Ty, who's 5 down through 10, which is itself an amazing score.
I'm really thinking about just smashing him.
But Scott just showing why he's been one of the top pros in Oregon for, what, a decade?
At least, not more. I mean, I don't know, 2?
And it doesn't look
But yeah, under most conditions, I would say Ty would be leading this probably by a few strokes. But yeah, Scott's putting on a show, and we're here to watch it.
It's awesome. So, hole 11, we're going over the pond. These guys will have no problem clearing that. But shaping a shot, which is kind of cool. It's a 380. It's a good pump. And you got to kind of finish left to right. So let's see how these guys attack it.
Ooh, that looks a little high.
A little right.
Oh my gosh, but it's dropping. Yeah, it's probably not in the circle or anything, but safe.
Yeah, not what he wanted, but I'll have a look.
Yeah.
We can't say enough about this property. River's Edge Golf Course, heart of Bend, super nice. The weather did not cooperate, but what can you do?
I mean, it cooperated from an entertainment sense, and so did that shot.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I love watching this, as wild as it is. It's nice seeing all these top players take on the elements and try to do their best.
Yeah, Jason and Chris, we'll see here in a minute, both taking some tough scores. Chris with a double on 1 and then a triple on 8. But wedged in there's 5 birdies, so
Somehow he's even.
yeah, pretty awesome. And then Jason also kind of chipping away at an early double bogey.
Yeah,
With some good shots there. So hey, these guys are looking to keep chipping away.
definitely. Yeah, I think he might be able to get one back on this hole. And this is the shot I was talking about in the last video. I think Ty going to do an upside down justice, because look at that slide. That is well done.
Justice is served.
Yeah, justice has been served. Yes. Bang the gavel on the basket. That's going to be a par.
All right, here we go. Let's calm down here. So look, hey, the sun's
Still out.
The sun's out. We're having fun. The wind, you can see, is still kind of a little bit, but not quite as gusty. Boy, go back to that front 10 coverage, and you'll see it's just crazy gusts. These guys are like struggling to get it in the basket from 10 feet away. But take advantage while the wind is down and do what Chris did.
Yeah.
Get a birdie.
Great putt. Even with the wind down, I always feel like there's a little there.
A couple good birdies there.
Definitely, yeah.
Scott with a rare par. Yeah. Just can't believe. I mean, when I was arranging this course, which again was such a pleasure to do on this beautiful golf course, you kind of plan it with Scott in mind. He's got distance, he's got forehand and backhand. Although he told me later that he hadn't been throwing his forehand a whole lot because of an injury.
Yeah, I remember that.
But all 4 of these guys have the power. This is a great hole as an example. You need some good power in order to give yourself an easier look on your second shot. This is kind of wide open. This bunker shouldn't be a problem off the tee. It's a protected green, so if you can get 450 or even 500 off the tee, set yourself up for an easier birdie chance.
Yeah, the bunker maybe not such an issue for them. We had some issues in MP3.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, 2 very narrow escapes, I'll say that.
Originally I was thinking these guys would have to clear the bunker, but you can just go way off left. Oh, but not up into that branch.
Yeah, he's got this penguin going on there.
Spin.
That's not ideal.
Oh, wow, did he hit up all the way over there to the right? Oh my God. How did that happen? He hit the tree on the left.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We had a tree come down on the Friday practice round.
Right.
Somewhere down here on this hole. I think it was the previous hole. And man, it's just the weather conditions were so erratic. So you got some snow, you got some rain, and the wind just never let up.
This looks like another hole where they're kind of purposely playing it way off to the left to open up that second shot.
That's a bit too far left, though, I think.
I mean, not out of bounds, though, is it?
Well, there is OB there, but I don't think he came close to
Throw
it.
the same
Okay,
disc
yeah.
you have on every hole.
Yeah, and at some point you're kind of pulling yourself away from the basket.
Stop trying to get creative.
I don't have an alternative.
But this is another kind of separator hole. These pros should be able to give themselves good chances, but there's no short pads, so every division played this hole. And I'm sure it was tough on some of those lower divisions.
For sure, yeah. That looks pretty ideal.
Hopefully those are in bounds.
I think they're in bounds.
That's interesting. I wouldn't even think about approaching the other bunkers. Are those as deep as I thought?
So Ty said this was his last tournament of the year, and boy, did he have a full year on his tour.
Yeah. Ty's been getting after it.
Pretty good, man. I mean, he had, we counted it up, 5 top 25 finishes
Kind of joining
on
us.
tour, including just earlier this month, the USDGC.
That's amazing. And you're not talking any PDGA tournament. Those are all tour stuff.
Tours, yeah, on the tour.
Yeah, and the USDGC, that's a feather in the cap, to be sure. Yeah.
I think I saw Ty got up to a 1027 rating during the summer, which is just awesome.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
lofty.
I think he's what, 21, 22?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sang his praises earlier about how he's got the mental game in
Yeah.
addition to, of course, the physical gifts.
Absolutely.
So hopefully continues on his tour for years to come.
Yeah.
Boy, Chris did find himself in practically a backyard.
Yeah.
Forced to go to his sidearm here, but he's got a good one.
I say that may be a good thing. Kind of play it inside of those bunkers there.
Oh, yeah, okay, he's
Yeah.
in the circle. Well done. Boy, he must have thrown a 500 off the tee.
Yeah, that was crushed. Scott's got his back against the tree. That doesn't look super comfortable. Yeah, a nice little footwork adjustment there.
Scott, I think I heard that he throws some clash mid-ranges and also a above ground level cedar.
Oh, AGL. Yeah.
Yeah, which was one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool. AGL out of the Central Coast area where I'm from. Shout out to Josh, the owner of that company.
Ty had a crush here and
Wow, yeah, just a little chip.
trying to play the ground skip.
An upside down justice? I don't know. That's pretty good.
A little short, but circle's edge there, so these guys are going to have a little putt off here.
Oh, wow. Jason just got shot down there. I think he was trying to give it a little bit of an Anheuser bid, and the wind said, no way. Ty with a tester himself.
Yeah, came
Oh,
out of it.
man.
Put too much hyzer on that.
Yeah, and he went straight to wiping his hands, so I wonder if there was a little grip issue there.
These guys had some pretty nasty weather early on, but I think it cleared up for him and the sun even came out. But what's your strategy with wet weather?
Oh, man. Well, I'm the towels in the bag kind of guy. I would rather not have to switch them so often. I managed to do pretty well with, I think I used 2 towels in each round. It wasn't too bad. I played some in much wetter downpours, but not often this much wind.
Ah, Ty.
Yeah, that's rough. That's Berdogi, the classic Berdogi.
Yeah, and then of course Scott getting back on the birdie train there. He's 9 down through 12.
It's always tough to catch Scott, especially when he starts out this hot.
Chris with a good birdie there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oof. There's only so much you can do about both the wet and the wind. Yeah, there's sometimes where the towels aren't even doing you much good.
I think the one saving grace we had this weekend was that it wasn't quite as cold as it could have been.
No, not terribly cold, and honestly, it could have been a lot wetter.
This, we were talking earlier, this is one of our favorite holes just because it's such a challenge to get the distance required, and you have to kind of push one of the OB sides. If you're going backhand, you're pushing that cart path off to the right. If you're going forehand, there's OB off left. The basket will be straighter once we got it leveled up.
Yeah.
But these guys have the power to get it, so let's see how close they can get.
Ugh, like it's got some nice action, but the wind is kind of having its way with it.
I might skip OB if he's not careful.
Oh, wow. A lot of action.
I think it checked out.
I think so, too. It's close, though. And then the bunkers can come into play on that second shot, especially if you don't really get it all the way down there.
Chris going forehand here. I'm surprised that the forehand play is
A little slip.
the top option. Yeah, that was a slip, but not going to pay any price for this.
I'm just going to say maybe something about the shape of the hill. Like, the entire fairway is kind of slightly sloping down to the left, so you're a little more likely to get that extended glide out of a forehand. But it's quite a pull to get all the way there.
Oh, man, yeah, we're at 470.
Yeah, I heard it.
Downhill, but still.
Yeah.
That's a great one from Jason.
And I think there might have even been, well, I don't know. It doesn't look like right to left wind here because they're getting so much action to the right. But I could have sworn there might have been a little bit of that when I played. This looks great. Maybe a little short, but very well centered.
Yeah, I wonder if the wind, and maybe there's even some rain now that we're not seeing, just forcing these guys into just saying, you know what, I don't want to take a risk, end up with a bogey. I'll just settle for a par.
Sure, but I mean, the way these greens are playing, it's also, you don't want to be too safe. Leave yourself a long upshot.
That's true.
There's your upside down action. I clearly saw the rim of the disc on that one. And that's well done. I mean, that's the OG move right there. Not bad for a kid. He's not a kid anymore, but yeah, relatively speaking.
Well, he's learning some tricks on the tour, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder who on tour employs the upside down shot, because, I mean, style points if nothing else.
We get a par frame here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris, we mentioned earlier in the front half, coming off of a bit of an injury. I heard he told me it was his finger, but I was looking at his history, and he took most of last year off. So
Yeah.
I wonder if there was a surgery or just kind of a rehab thing. He says that it's healed up. He just has to limit it. But boy, he's not really showing many ill effects.
No, Chris is just such a great player.
I hope to see him again in 2026 over here in Central Oregon.
Absolutely, yeah. And I don't think he's averse to coming over here. I'm sure Bachelor, I'm pretty sure, is one place that filmed him before. Yeah, always look forward to seeing Chris.
Except the rain is coming. And I believe we had holes, 9, 10, 11, 12, all kind of downwind, which I think helped with these guys getting the distance. Oh, heads up there, Jason. No. But now we're making the turn. We're going back up into the wind, and so these holes are going to be tough.
Yeah, and then that spoke to some of the scoring I talked about at the end of part 1 of this video. We did get hole 11 was right just 0.02% over par. And then hole 12 playing 0.2 under, and this last one playing 0.2 over. Hole 14 though, playing half a stroke over par.
Look at this storm. Oh my gosh, this is the atmospheric river in action.
There it is.
Throwing it into the mist.
Rolled it a little bit.
So, but it'll be interesting to see how these guys handle the conditions. I think they kind of understand that birdies aren't really what's going to win at this point on. They're just trying to take pars, easy pars, move on, wait for better conditions, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yes or no. Can't really shake a stick at all those birdies Scott's got.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it gets to be like this, then yeah, keeping the ship steady is wow. That thing got shot down. But yeah, you do want to just avoid those numbers, the big ones.
Well, there were some big numbers on this hole. I believe I saw a 13.
Oh my gosh, that does tip the scales a little bit. I did hear about that one.
Well, so it's a car path OB. So if you're going backhand, you try to go hyzer. The line is there, but it is very risky. You might take a 13.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is what I heard is the reason the 13 was an early OB on the right, where it tried to kind of clear everything on the right side and wasn't able to.
Oh my gosh, what is happening here?
Oh my gosh, just a typhoon out there. That's Sharon up there?
Oh no!
Oh no, umbrella down. Oh, I think thanks. At least temporarily.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Man.
And then yeah, I believe that 13 came from a little bit of a tin cup situation, just
Yeah.
repeatedly trying to make it over and not being able to. I mean, this wind is clearly showing its teeth and its unpredictability.
Man, we'll get on these guys for sticking to their game plan and just staying safe and even giving this a run.
Ooh, yeah. That was well done.
Boy, Chris is pretty pinpoint with that spin putt.
Mm-hmm.
In his accidental runs. Right?
Yeah, in some cases, yeah. Uh-oh, that one's getting up a little high.
Yeah, that loft.
Ooh, that might have cut a roll on the back edge.
There is some OB coming back at it, but
Yeah.
I don't think he got all the way down there.
This hole, this was my only birdie in the first round, and then I took a double in the second. And it was just one of those accidental runs that got up and rolled.
Ty bogeyed the last one, but or excuse me, he bogeyed hole 12, and he's sitting at, what would that be, 4 down. Jason sitting at even, needs this to stay there.
This is kind of what the position I was in. It was the par putt that got me, but Jason made it true. Good on him.
Well, you might not be able to see the view from these guys' card, but the view overlooking Bend here is just awesome. And we caught the end of the fall colors. Just really, really nice. And you'll see a couple of these shots coming up. It's just hard not to stare off into the distance and just appreciate that we get to play on this beautiful course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's what the weather looks like on Friday before the storm hit.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is also not the intended line for this.
Yeah.
hole.
This one you kind of up the gut more, is generally.
Well, I believe all 4 players will be going backhand up the gut, but it's I suppose it's possible for a forehand out wide to get there.
That'd be a big shot, but yeah, this is true. I was trying to go forehand up the gut.
Oh, a flex.
Very hard to reach it that way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's the same distance as the last hole, but it's uphill and kind of a tight gap.
Yeah.
And Withers got through pretty well, so he'll have a look. And again, these guys with the power they have are able to maybe even disc down a bit and throw it just a fairway driver up the hill. There's that one tree to beat.
Ooh.
Chris getting knocked down early.
But good news is, I think he's pretty much in the fairway over there. Don't really want to get stuck behind one of those trees. Because it's a pretty well protected green.
Yeah, and with most of these greens, there's danger, there's slopes. I don't think we have an easy green on the course.
No. One thing about this is it's not as exposed to the wind as a lot of the other ones. That was a cool looking forehand, but just came out a little early there. But yeah, I found it's kind of hard to approach if you get stuck behind a tree somewhere. Another forehand. I likes the flex.
Look at that. The flex. Very nice.
Should I talk about who we got forehand lessons from? Yeah. That was pretty sweet, yeah.
And Ty, in addition to his 5 top 25s on tour,
Gives lessons.
won North Umpqua back in July.
That is really impressive. Those of you who haven't played Whistler's Bend, you got to get out there. That's the course they play at that tournament. It's awesome. It's one of the best.
Nice up there from Chris.
So yeah, taking out a tournament like North Umpqua, and I mean, Scott's one of those guys I think he said that is his favorite course, period. And I know he intends to win that tournament every year, so beating him that's pretty impressive.
Yes, Scott does have a look here.
Mm-hmm.
Scott won the A tier over at the Resistance Discs Open.
Yeah, I played that one.
Yeah, nice.
Where I got my Happy Gilmore jersey. That's a big draw if you're going over to that golf course. Check in the pro shop, get yourself a jersey. You won't regret it. Out in Salem, I think, somewhere in that area. Golf Course of Oregon, I believe is the name of it.
Ty's outside.
Ooh,
Kansas.
Yeah, from downtown.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Kind of needed it too. He was one over his last 4.
Yeah.
So heading back in the right direction.
That's a great birdie to get.
And the only one on the card.
Yeah. Oh. Mm. So this one being 15. This is the one, the only birdie went from Desmond in round 2, right?
That's right.
Ty was 1 of 3 here in the first round, but shout out Desmond, an up-and-coming player from this area.
Yeah, this weather this weekend was pretty nasty. You know, people dealt with a lot. Every division was suffering.
Yeah.
But you know, I saw smiles. I saw people fist pumping left and right. So there's something about playing together and suffering together that builds community.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Here we are. Look at that view of Pilot View. It's just
That is pretty.
we're using the golf green as sort of a placement shot on your second. I wonder if these guys might consider going for the green in 1. It's only 500 feet.
Oh my god. Pretty big.
Oh, Ty, a little high on that.
That looks like a purpose shot, though. He's just trying to chip over there. I'll tell you, I actually tried to go through the trees the second round, and I liked being on flat ground. Something about the way this really tight approach shapes up, it's kind of nice to be level with it. I was able to throw right across the green. I ended up missing my putt, but it was kind of preferable to being down there where a lot of these guys are going to go.
You know, I think it's easy to take too much off and leave yourself with like a 200-footer as opposed to a 100-footer. You can really attack that green, and odds are unlikely you're going to end up on it.
Right.
I'm sure someone found that off the tee.
But it's really easy to go long on the approach.
Yes, that's true. Super tight. Obviously, you have to clear the green. You have to carry it in order to, you know,
Yeah.
not have to rethrow from the early side. Boy, this wind is just ripping.
Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing to factor in is you really don't want to end up hitting one of these first trees, so it's a reason to go left.
You know, Scott saw Mark, our cameraman, before the round started and said, "Oh man, you're gonna film us in this nasty wind?"
Yeah.
And then he goes and shoots 8 down after 10. So sure it was.
At that point, he had to put on a show.
Yeah. Okay, so here we come to the pinpoint accuracy portion of the hole.
Yeah.
Super easy to go long, like you said, Ben. And oh, that looked like it went off the cage.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think he's good over there.
Awesome. Yeah. Golf greens OB. There's OB line within about 30 feet, I think, long of the basket.
Yeah.
So these guys should all be able to, you know, land in the circle and stay safe.
It's tricky though. I mean, obviously all the wind. This is fairly close. Yeah, yeah. Under the fringe even. But that's going to leave him a little tester. That's really good. Yeah.
You know, easy birdies when you can get them, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah?
if you can just break down a hole, break down a shot, and then just execute it every time. I mean, Scott's had, what, 10 holes where he's been in the circle? Like, not even in the circle, but within 15 feet.
Yeah. Which is like necessary the way this wind is playing.
Yeah, I mean, he was telling me, you know, the 20-footer feels like a 50-footer out here in this wind.
Yeah.
I mean, here, look, Chris is taking his time, and this is exposed, and that wind was ripping.
Yeah. Nice birdie. Yeah. How's this one playing? This hole definitely gave up its share of birdies, 26 birdies throughout the weekend. Ended up playing a third of a stroke under par. But I am sure there were its share of numbers as well.
Oh, no.
But I looked down and what happened? You get upside down?
It sure looked good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, sure enough, we had, looks like 3 doubles on this hole from the MPO field and 3 bogeys as well.
Well, dang. I don't know if that was a spit out or what, but we do not get a star frame.
Mm.
Very close.
Yeah. And Scott put in the textbook right there.
10 down through 16. I mean, that's just incredible.
Yeah.
No other word for it, really.
Oh, here we go. Maybe the most iconic hole in the course. Look at this beautiful drone footage. Downhill. You've got this kind of rock pit on the right there. You got bunkers and a green off to the left. And nothing but a sheer cliff off to the right if you go far enough over that way, which with this much of a downhill slope, anything's possible.
This is the hole, man. This is just, everyone gets to this hole and you can't help but smile.
That's so
You could be 30 over par and just be loving life right now.
Absolutely. I wish I'd had the chance to unload my whole bag on this hole just once.
You didn't?
No. I think, honestly, with the wind being what it was, the concern came into mind.
Yeah.
Super fun. Yeah, that dry pond there is OB.
Like the most stable
Super tight green, but these guys can throw mids or even putters if they're going straight. But, I think a lot of them might be going kind of hyzer just to kind of
Yeah.
be more accurate with it. Leave a little less up to chance. But super fun.
I found it, a few people hit that tree just left of it and dropped right there to put themselves basically in the circle. But if you're aiming for that tree, anything could happen. I think it's more of a stroke of luck than anything.
Yeah, it's not like close to the basket, but I
Let's
guess
see where that
it's a
Let me go back here and empty my bag again.
is. Yeah. Did you do it once already?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, every time we were scoping out the course.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, River's Edge, so kind, letting us out here. I mean, tournament director William Keneal and I had the absolute privilege of coming out here and, oh, yes, Jason, get him. Oh, it dropped.
Did he end up in the rocks? No way. That
I thought he might have been going long.
Oh, so big.
Anyway, yeah, this is the whole, I mean, it's the iconic hole of the course. And what can you say other than it's just so much fun to throw. You got the fall colors, you got Powell Butte in the background, Ty throwing somewhere, just disappeared, I think.
Hell, Butte, you got to check out that middle school track and field team. I know the coach. He's a pretty cool guy. We also had Albert Rodriguez out here. He's down to one of the star runners doing his first tournament. It was pretty cool. Shout out to Albert.
Yeah.
But enough about middle school track and field. Yeah, nice little layup there from across the rocks. I like seeing Ty take that really big high spike line. It's always a fun one to watch.
Yeah, I wonder what the wind was doing. I mean, great hole. Again, you can't help but smile, but if that wind is ripping, it really takes it makes your options quite limited.
Yeah, true. I saw some great putts in the wind too. A couple guys in my cart each day. Tim Lindskog made a great putt. Nick Scrack made a big putt.
Some birdies.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, here's another hole that just about anybody could play and reach. It's just all about, hitting your line and playing that downhill and the wind and all that correctly.
Maybe just a smidge of luck.
Maybe a smidge of luck, but
Good
all
effort
part of the
there.
fun. Yeah.
But Chris has given everything a chance.
Yeah.
He's really, really close, and he's had a couple drop for him.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of giving those bids without letting them get away from him.
Maybe Jason can find a little lull in the wind here. He kind of needs this to save a bogey, and yes,
Good
Yeah, good
putt.
putt.
well done.
They could use a Lollapalooza right now.
So we're coming back uphill after this, and uphill, upwind. It's a really, really tough finish to this course for every division. But 19, 20, and 21 are going to be tricky. So you want to collect as many birdies. Scott has done that.
Just pulling the feet part out, nothing to be ashamed of there.
18 changed a little bit from this position. We had a lot of discs ending up in that property, so we ended up moving a little bit. You'll see a little bit of a shot shape difference. I bet you most of these guys go forehand. It's a tight ceiling there,
Yeah, that's it. Low ceiling.
and boy, it looks pretty slick, even though the sun's back out again.
Yeah.
I see the pine needles dropping out of the sky.
Yeah.
But some nice ground play action, like Chris put
There it is.
good move on that.
Wow, that thing got a lot of speed on it.
I mean, the wind was so bad that if you get something rolling, it might not stop rolling until it's in someone's backyard.
This is possible, yeah. But you throw a shot like that, you're kind of expecting that right turn and keep it away from the houses. Nobody really wants to go way long on this. But it speaks to, yeah, the forehand plays nicely with the slope kind of going uphill, allowing it to slow down a little bit.
You know, we also, for the first time, used this tournament as a fundraiser for a local nonprofit,
Yeah.
which is super cool. We ended up choosing the Humane Society of Central Oregon, and we ended up raising $1,150 for them. So
That is awesome.
thanks for everyone for chipping in.
Yeah.
It was nice. They actually came out. They were on site on Saturday. So during this round, people were checking in and telling them how much they appreciate the efforts that are going into the local Humane Society. I've heard they've had some tough cases, some rescue cases where animals need help and they have more than they can handle, and they're doing good work there at the Humane Society. So
Really cool. Yeah. Well, here we see Ty with, couldn't really see the basket from that angle, but it kind of looked like an ace run.
I betcha.
Yeah, it must be right behind that one skinny tree. I would think he might have flown right over the top of it.
There's a good view of the next hole up the hill. Very
Oh, yeah.
imposing, and
It's iconic in the opposite sense as that downhill one we just played.
oh man, with this wind, it's like it would be hard enough without any wind, but adding the wind is
Yeah.
oof.
But I got to say, what an entertaining hole it was. I mean, we'll get a chance to take a look here in a second, but interesting how the OB continues to tighten up the more you get up the hill. It
Yeah.
just really made for some interesting shots.
Well, these guys are all underneath the basket. Let's see where Ty ended up.
Oh, yeah, maybe just a hair short. Probably took that angle over the basket, but just maybe, I don't know, 20 feet short. Kansas, great putt.
Yeah, Ty's had some good putts.
Yeah.
He's keeping pace with Scott. You know, Scott looked to be just out on his own, but Ty is hanging in there.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do to keep it interesting for the second day.
That's true. And, shout out some of our other winners who we might not get a chance to see a whole lot of, but we had the MP40 champ Adam Cooney take it down by 1 on the last
That was
hole.
very exciting.
Very exciting.
So over other local Nate Anderson also having a great tournament.
Yeah, good on those guys. And then our FPO champ Brittany Lehman Snyder.
Yeah, shout out Brittany.
Lots of birdies. It was a struggle, as it was for everyone, but good for Brittany. And here we see our hole 19
Very tight green.
up the hill. Yeah, this was the one that I thought maybe was a little bit too much.
I don't know, man. I like that. Yeah. A lot of nuance going on there. You got to clear that green, and then you got the berm. It's never over until you're in the basket.
Oh, it's a great hole. But you know, with all the numbers I saw on it, I thought, you know, if you're already double digits over par, you have to play this one, and you might
Okay.
start to not like yourself.
From that perspective, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But kind of like hole 5, it's not really anything you can do. You just gotta complete the circuit, so might as well make it par 5 with, as you'll see in a couple of shots here, a crazy green. It's the tightest one on the course, and just brutal. So I hope that these guys don't have any nasty rollaways or anything. Right. But that was the name of the game with a lot of these golf greens. The basket placement just right beyond. There's a nice little hill, and we kept saying, well, what if we put the basket back here? What if we do it again? What if we do it 5 times? And maybe we got away from ourselves a little bit. But as you'll see, super fun and challenging. And I hope everyone thought it was fun and challenging.
Yeah, I think they definitely challenging. But yeah, I would think a lot of fun. I certainly had a lot of fun.
So this is pretty much a straight headwind, maybe on this shot a bit right to left, so you can't really turn anything over. I think that everyone's smart to go forehand here just to, you know, mitigate that wind.
Yeah, although I'd love to see a back-end roller.
Oof.
Yeah.
Practice rounds only, my friend.
No, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
This, I think, was the hole that had some discs on rooftops, but not on this card.
Okay. This hole. Sure, okay. I was thinking maybe the next one.
Oh, maybe that one too.
Okay. But Ty catching that tree on his forehand. Oh, man, he's going to have the tree in his line, too. Oh, no, he's away from it just enough. Oh, it actually was really awkward. Wow.
Good power and nicely located, so he can still save his par.
What a shot from a tough spot. Yeah. Does keep that par in play.
Gosh, that camera angle is pretty accurate. I mean, it's so uphill.
Yeah.
So here we see that cart path coming into play. So yeah, you gotta navigate. You want to punch and get some good distance, but you can't afford to go OB.
Kind of like first shot, you're not really worried about the OB. Second shot, you want to throw it really far, but not let it get away from you.
That's really good from Jason.
Yeah, that's awesome. Right about the center there. And then the third shot's where it gets real interesting.
Oh man.
That's if the other ones go well.
Well, I think for most divisions, holes like this, you're happy with par.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, all four of these guys are thinking they want that, $1,100 first place prize money, so they have to get birdies. You have to risk it for the biscuit.
Well, this is true. Yeah. There's no free biscuits in disc golf. Gotta risk it.
The sun's back out, the wind is still there.
Speaking of which, let's see what the scoring separation gave us here. Only 6% birdies, 3 birdies on the whole weekend from MPO. I won't reveal exactly who they were just yet.
He will reveal himself shortly.
Yes.
Who will it be?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Ty. But Ty's in an interesting spot. He has to decide, do I lay this up short of the green for a pitch up, or do I try to attack? And he's attacking.
Ripping it. I don't know. Gave it a lot of hyzer, though. That may actually be a layup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess he was further back than we thought. So my intention with a lot of these holes, but especially these ones with the golf greens, is give the players decisions on what they're trying to do here. And Jason is electing to go for it. Oh man, that might have been sliding on the green.
Or maybe across it.
Yeah.
Maybe across.
Hard to say.
Pretty great.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, we thought Ty was maybe going for the green there. This hill is so steep that you really have to give it a full rip. I made the mistake my second round of being in a good position and then sort of looking at the layup and thinking I had to really commit to laying it up, and then I got halfway to where I wanted to go.
So I know Scott and probably Chris too, they like approaching with their forehand, but this one dead tree is kind of right where they want to end up.
Yes, I recall that as well. Yeah.
So switching to a backhand here for Scott is so tight, and you can't land short because that's the green.
Yeah.
But they're going for the birdie. That's pretty awesome.
Get over the green.
Get it across.
Did that hit the pole?
Freaking
I
way.
don't know.
That pole definitely moved.
I think it might just be the wind,
Maybe
but
the wind.
hard to say.
It wasn't gonna be a birdie anyway.
He's like, I'm wanting that call. Can't quite, no spotter here, so unfortunately, gonna have to get up there before you can really tell.
God, I mean, you're throwing up the hill, so the nose is going to be up,
Yeah.
exposed to that wind.
Mm-hmm. And then if you don't, then this could happen. Oh no, I have to think that's on the green, but maybe not. Might even be short or left of it.
Maybe Ty hitting early was kind of a blessing because
That's what I mean. Yeah. Right up here, I mean, this looks like an upshot he should be able to execute, get his par, but even from this distance, you never really know. Oh, he's going upside down, isn't he? There it is. We got our upside down justice.
man, is that a thing?
I think. I mean, upside down shots certainly are.
Ty's making it.
Yeah, definitely. It's the Ty love. Let's see if maybe they do a special run of upside down justices. Sign me up.
Chris, I wonder if he took his meter from an OB. Lie there.
Speaking of the upside down, stranger things could be happening out here on the course. Also, final season of Stranger Things.
The upside down.
Upside down. I think that's what he should get the stamp.
This guy's just laying that up.
Oh man, yeah. When
wonder-
you got a lead like that, why not, right?
So he must have been safe.
Yeah, I think he was on the fringe.
Okay. This is Jason for a birdie.
Ooh. And he does it.
Wow. He is the one.
There you go. He is the one this round.
Man,
The 2 birdies next round, I can't tell you who they came from.
that's
I'll just have to tune in.
I'm glad someone got it.
Yeah.
There were some holes that nobody got.
Right? Oh, is that true? Yeah, maybe 21.
Yeah, as you'll see, 21 also very tight, also very challenging, also
Spoiler alert.
some very high scores.
Yeah.
Good putt there from Chris, which was a par.
But hey, all the par 3s, I think maybe everybody got the par 3s.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the last hole,
Yeah.
which was listed as a par 4, but it basically played as a par 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
Dang it.
Oh, so he was in position for the par, but he'll take a bogey, which, I mean, this hole was practically playing like a par 6. Let's see what it was. 0.79 over par.
Yeah, yes.
But that's, and that's MPO only. I mean,
I definitely got some double
looking at some of their divisions. Yeah, I think I had a triple. That was a rough hole. This hole, another kind of semi-iconic hole, especially after what happened in the final round with one of our hams.
What is happening? Oh, look at that.
Basket is here.
Just about to say how we
because they got to move.
we moved this basket onto the tee box because a lot of wind was, we were taking discs and putting them onto the roof or into the wall or a window of a house. Just couldn't have that, so we ended up changing up the course a little bit to protect some of the property. So it's now kind of an ace run.
Yeah, and what final round we did indeed get one from
Yeah.
Wyatt Slocum, is that right?
MA2, lead card. He just put it right in, pure all the way.
Awesome. Yeah. With the little gallery rolling up, I think we're collecting signs because it was one of the last cards coming in.
That's right. We had to end up moving MA2 division from the morning to the afternoon just based on the delay we were experiencing.
Yeah, the ice, right?
Yeah.
Frost. Yeah.
Frost delay in the morning pushed us back, and thanks to the MA2 guys for understanding about the delay and everything. And then Wyatt ended up acing with 2 holes to play and collected the $89 ace bounty. Pretty awesome.
Oh, yes.
That's so long.
And I mean, more than anything, you get those memories last forever.
Yeah.
Tournament aces are kind of hard to come by.
Yeah. I'm sure these guys are all thinking it. Or I don't know. Scott seems to be playing so smart and so well that he's just probably thinking, okay, let's get one more birdie before I get a par on the last one.
He's been here before. Maybe not to this property, but he's been in this situation.
Well, he knows how important it is to pad the lead when you can.
Yeah. And just to be clear, this cart path and everything right of it is inbound, so he's not really worried about that. He
Yep.
might get nice footing on his putt.
Originally, we had a hazard island off in the distance there where you saw the basket
Yeah.
on the overview, but changed the hole, took away that hazard island, so everything's safe. And these guys are leaving us short, and that's an uphill putt, so
Yeah.
nothing parked. But
I did not hit it.
I did see some backhands get away there. I don't think the forehand's an awful play.
yeah, it's true. With the wind, you can't afford to be lifting one up and then into that house again.
Right. That was a good layup. Oh, yeah, Chris is over there. Here's Scott.
And this is a long course, and it took him about 4 hours on average.
Oh, no. Someone had all played a save. No.
That is nasty. I mean, I'm sure, obviously, Scott knows how well he's playing. He's got to be thinking that this is going to be one of his best rounds of the year.
Yeah.
And then to have that happen, what a bummer.
Rude.
Yeah, totally. And that was not a layup.
No, I don't think that was a layup at all. Yeah. Didn't look very accidental.
Do you think these guys are thinking to throw it deep at the basket so you can have a downwind putt?
Off the tee. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an upwind putt from Jason there, and that looked pretty tricky.
Yeah.
I almost had it, but
I mean, I certainly do that from time to time.
yeah. I mean, these pros are so pinpoint. They can, choose what side of the green they end up on,
Yeah.
or at least try to.
They're also, wow, jeez. I would say much better headwind putters than I am, but yeah, I mean, any amount of wind is, you could see even affecting them.
Okay, here's Scott to clean up that roll away.
Yeah. Oh, he does take a bogey there.
He's human.
Yeah.
Or I guess we should say he's unlucky.
Right. Well, human enough to keep it interesting, which, we all appreciate. So he's still got 5 on tie. And then Chris now. Chris is up to 3 under, putting himself in the mix. Say the tournament's not over for him yet either.
Jason started off with a double bogey on one. He's got 4 bogeys on the round, but he is back to even on the day.
That's awesome, yeah. 2 down since the first hole.
What a competitor. I don't know if we mentioned on this back 11 coverage, but Jason with the top 20 finish at Waco on tour this year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
And he's all smiles, man. I mean, he obviously had some tournaments where he didn't finish where he wanted to, but what a great experience to be on tour
Yeah.
and live the tour life.
Yeah.
Hey, well, here we are on our last hole. Look at that beautiful clubhouse with the balcony. Everyone's cheering you on. I'm sure you'll see us all cheering these guys as they come.
You know you're after my heart with the balcony babe. We're looking at the final hole. I'm sure I've spoken to it before. I love a good finishing hole where you can hang out, talk to your buddies about all the stuff that happened during the round, and then watch someone else play. It's so fun. It's the best.
Shout out to our drone footage guy, whose name I did not catch, but excellent filming there. Oh, not an excellent shot from Chris. This hole is interesting. Not many birdies, in fact 0 from this field on the weekend. But what I was going for was to give you some options. You can either go out wide with a forehand, which Ty obviously does have. What a great shot.
Good, yeah.
But it increases the distance for the birdie, and if you really want to birdie it, you'll go up the gut, which is the more dangerous shot. But with this wind, I think like many of these holes, it just becomes a game of how can I play this safe without risking any big numbers. And
No, boy, that's gonna.
no, it's gone.
Oh, good thing that nose popped up on him. Ooh, what happened there? That was wild.
But as you'll see, this next approach shot, you kind of have to decide: am I going to try and get it to the basket, or am I going to lay up short of the green? And then from there, a tricky upshot for a par. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And all of this is into a straight ripping headwind, so
Yeah.
nothing's easy.
Chris is going to be looking at some weird options here. Yeah, playing it fairly aggressive.
Over the pond. It's got to be safe. That's great.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Man, just like Ty on hole 19, maybe hitting early ends up, being a blessing.
Yes, yeah. It does kind of change things up.
What? Well, welcome to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't the sun out on the last shot? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. Kansas weather out here.
So the MPO played in the morning on Saturday, and they played in the afternoon on Sunday, which was better weather. Scott, oh no!
Don't go in the bunker.
Dang it!
It did look like you trickled in there. Ah.
These guys are just saying, "Get me out of here!" Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Driving into their face.
Jeez. Well, what an experience.
Yeah.
There's still a gallery out there.
Jason going for the birdie here. Is he gonna clear the green?
Oh, he's
I
on
think
the
he will.
side.
Yeah. Maybe not the most ideal putt, but yeah.
Okay, so Scott's in the hazard.
And he's gonna be throwing 4 from there.
That must have been Chris laying up.
Yeah,
right?
that was Chris
Okay.
laying up on the right. Yeah.
I tell you, this is a good par to get. There was one birdie on the tournament, and it was Cove Pearson, MA2, short tee, but it almost doesn't matter. He hit a 30-footer to end the tournament, winning his division by I think 10 strokes. Just awesome. That kid played great, and I'm sure we'll see him moving up the ranks here soon.
Definitely shooting under par here, even from short tees, is pretty impressive.
Also want to shout out our MA1 champ.
Ground play.
Oh.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder if it's skittered a bit deep.
Yeah, he doesn't look thrilled, but yeah.
So we had a playoff in MA1. It was Eric Sherman and my buddy Harrison Scheib, all the way from Alaska.
Wow.
They tied after after 42 holes.
42
went to
holes.
a playoff, and Eric took him down in the first hole, playing hole 1. So shout out to Eric Sherman for the MA1 win.
Yeah, it sounds like your buddy Harrison played pretty well too.
Oh man, it was awesome. I got to see him play a few holes, including the playoff. So
Nice.
super good. And all of a sudden it's sunny again. What do you know?
Yeah, what is going on here?
So the wind has changed 3 times in this one hole.
In the same hole. Yeah.
But tying up and down finish there, but he'll be on lead card for
Yeah.
Sunday. Scott, I think he's going to end up bogeying the last 2 holes with what would have been just an enormous round. He's kind of left a bit on the course there at the end, but still with a remarkable, what was it, 8 down?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just awesome.
Yeah, sure enough, this hole playing over a stroke over par. In fact, 1.26. So truly playing like a par 5.
It's in there.
Wow. Love it.
Attaboy, Jason.
Yeah.
Had it all the way.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, bogey there for Scott, but what a round. 1051 rated, I want to say. Just incredible. It's always great to see him pick apart a course like he did.
Yeah.
And Chris held up with him. So Chris and Ty will join Scott. Jason finished even on the day, but Carlos Lawson, with the lower PDGA number, bumps up to that lead.
Right.
All right, so we get to see Carlos round 2.
Oh, yeah, it's an exciting player to watch.
I mean, I love watching this drone footage of this beautiful. Look at those colors.
Yeah.
And look at these sponsors. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to all our players and our volunteers. Thanks to Ben.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure doing this. Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you guys on round 2.
See you there.